What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Today's video inspired by a conversation I had at breakfast this morning, or it was probably brunch. Somebody asked me in the comments one time, did you ever think you'd be using the word brunch? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But anyways, so this morning, it was probably around 10:30 or so. I went with my primo and my tia, and we went to have lunch or brunch. And when we returned, we were talking, and my tia's never been involved in any criminality or anything. Well, on the periphery of it, but she doesn't know anything about prison or anything like that. And she rarely asks me any questions. But today she did. And I always answer questions with my family, Off camera, I'm able to get more in depth and detail on, what really goes on and, stuff like that. But my primo is a good guy who has gone through some stuff and is kind of pessimistic at times. And he just throws out there because he likes to get me to, he tries to get me to bite, right? And he goes, yeah, you don't like to be alone. I was like, what? You know me, right? I was in my head, I was like, what? And then boom, my tia was like, yeah, I believe that too, mijo. And I was like, hold up. What's going on here? And there's been times where my lady has told me, like, yeah, I don't think you like to be alone. And with her, it's different. I choose to be with her over anybody. My daughter as well. But she's never said that to me. So when my lady says it, but I'm going to get into all that right now. Okay? So I told my tia, I said, tia, I've been alone basically my whole life. These last 6 years, well, let me not jump ahead. I've been basically alone my whole life because I'm in jail, right? Especially when you're in the CDC, you're in a concrete box with another man. If you're lucky, you're going to get an hour and a half on the yard. We usually never get a full hour and a half. And so you're basically solitary. If you have a cellie, cool, it's you and him. But anybody that knows how to do cell living knows you're not going to be in your cellie's face. You're not going to be in your cellie's way. It's not a place to make frivolous talk on a constant basis, right? Keep it cordial, keep it respectful, and you both understand that when you're in your cell, that is your sanctuary. That is your home. That is what it is, right? But like I say all the time, man, I do not believe in coincidences. I believe everything that happens for a reason. Here's the thing. Usually, most commonly, when something goes bad, smart people will try to figure it out. What is the lesson in this? It can't just be a bad thing and I don't learn anything from it, because then it's going to repeat itself, right? But pay attention to this for a second. Brilliant people want to learn the lesson when they receive a blessing. When something big happens in your life, something out of the ordinary, out of the blue or whatever, how did that happen? Let's not just, okay, something bad happened, let's make sure, that doesn't happen again. No, when something good happens, let's make sure then too, what is the lesson? Who was I dealing with? Who was in my life? Who was I interacting with? All of that. Now, obviously, getting out of prison this time, my circle is extremely small. Outside of family, there's probably, outside of my lady and my family, there's probably 3 people, maybe 4 people that I actually would let into my circle, that I will function with, and all of them are like-minded. Some of them, majority of them, have been to prison, but we're like-minded, right? And the reason why my circle is so small is because I learned the damn lesson. When I had a big circle, guess what happened? And I want to make this clear. When I had a bigger circle, I wasn't the biggest dude there in that circle. I probably wasn't even the toughest dude. But I was definitely the dumbest dude. You know why? Because I always fought their fucking battles. Somebody did something around me to one of my homeboys. I had it in my mind. The enemigos will never be able to say, oh, we did this, and that, and that vato was there. How stupid is that? I was so concerned with nobody's going to say they put in work around me, on my homeboys or whatever. So this guy just lived his life on the streets. Well, my dumb ass went to jail defending him. Did he send me $1? Come on, we know the answer, right? Did he send me a letter? Did he even think of me? I'm sure it's no on all of them. Maybe he thought now and then, like, hey, dummy, hey, fool. I wasn't even going to fight that dude. He's probably thinking, pussy ass, man. But anyways, and that is the reason why I'm not going to hang out with a bunch of dudes, because I'm aware of the tools that I picked up during my rehabilitation. They forced me to be accountable for what I do, what I say, who I'm around, where I go. And contrary to what a few people think, I go everywhere. I have a clear conscience. People that know me know what time it is with me. I'm a peaceful man now. For a long time, I was very violent. I know how to do that. And I also know that that's a failure. I don't ever want to be that person again. And I damn sure don't want to fight nobody else's battles. When I get around people and I feel negative energy from them, I remove myself from the situation. Negative energy is so, I don't want to say alluring. I don't know what the word is. But it's like a black hole. You know how they say that, and where do they get this shit from? I don't know. But they say the black hole will suck everything into it. That's what negative energy is. That's what negative energy does. I'm sure you guys have paid attention to when you're in a bad mood and then you go out and drink and then it gets intensified. Oh, by the way, why I choose to have a small circle. I was supposed to do that at the beginning. I felt like it would be more like, whoa, who's shooting? But anyways, getting back to the topic and keeping it real. I don't mind being alone. But if I can have positive people in my life, if I can have people in my life that bring their positive energy and reinforce mine, why wouldn't I do that? I don't want to. For too many years, for too long, I hung around with negative people. You know, when I was explaining prison to my tia, she was shocked at the stuff that goes on in prison. She's like, mijo, that's not anything like the movies and stuff. Like Hollywood makes it seem. I said, of course not. But I'm very, when people ask me stuff about prison, I have to be blunt. I'm not gonna paint a pretty picture. It's like if you pick up a pile of shit, right? A pile of dog shit, and you dip it in gold, you just got some shiny shit, right? I'm not sugarcoating nothing. It is what it is. And when I was explaining, the way people get disciplined, how different groups discipline their people, the way that, as far as for the raza from Southern California, discipline, the way they choose to discipline their people is part of psychological warfare to make people understand, damn, if they do their own like that, the fuck they gonna do to us? Do all of the other factions think like that? Probably not, but there's some. Make them think twice. But there I go. I get in the. You guys know. And some people say, "Oh, I love when you go get lost in the woods and stumble around over there and just ramble." But I just want to get back to this topic where, those of you that do have a big circle, sit down and think about it. Evaluate that, right? Like, okay, so you have a bunch of people in your life. How close are you to all of them? Probably not close to many. The ones you are close to, are they a help or a hindrance to you getting ahead in life? Having happiness in your heart. And just your overall well-being. Are they good or bad for you? People got it. I know lately I've been on this kind of like self-help, bettering yourself trip, but it's important to me. And believe me, I see in the views, those aren't getting the views that I used to get, and I'm okay with that. I told you that we've got things that we have planned, and it's gonna take a while. It's not gonna be quick. Things are moving on pace, though, for us. And in the meantime, I want to still try to do a video every day. Yesterday, I don't even want to tell you, I was everywhere. I drove so much yesterday. I drove to so many places yesterday that I feel like I'm drunk right now. And I haven't had a sip of alcohol in like 3 or 4 days. Now, am I right when I say 3 or 4 days? I hope so. Anyhow, if I can, I'll be going live tonight. Probably not on this channel. It'll be on my other channel, the Dub S channel. Those of you that aren't aware, it's Dub S, Dubess. Since I haven't been doing anything over there, we have to do stuff. If you didn't see the video, I got a fucking strike on that channel the other day. So let's try to get some stuff going over there, make YouTube recognize that we do still exist regardless of the strike over there. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, share it with someone who you think would like it. And please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out.